So dear parents and students, welcome back to another video in Test Prep Card channel. I believe all of you are doing great and staying safe. So what we are going to discuss in today's video. Today we are going to discuss about one of the SPA in the country. Yes, we are going to discuss about SPA Vijaywada in this video. So all those students who are targeting SPA, essentially SPA Vijayawada, must watch this video. Alright, and again at this point of time, a special request folks, please don't put your phone down. Keep watching this video till the end because this video is going to be very informative. You will have a fair idea about SPA. Okay, now let's start this video. Before starting this video, let me just brief you about the outlines. What are the major things that we are going to cover in the next 10 minutes? Okay, so we'll start with discussing about the SPA highlights, SPA Vijaywada highlights. What are the major highlights of this college? Then we will move on to the courses offered by SPA Vijaywada along with eligibility criteria. Okay. Then we will move on to the selection process, how the selection are made in this college. Essentially, what are the major entrance exam that you need to clear to get into this college? What are the required cutoffs that you need to clear to finally get a call from this college? What is the application process, how you will apply to this college? We are going to discuss that part 2. What is the reservation policy for the Indian and NRIs? We are going to cover that part 2. And what are the scholarship options in this college? After this point of time, if you have still any doubts, any questions, any curiosity, feel free to ask in the comment section below. Let's start this video. So let's start with discussing about the highlights of SPA Vijaywada. So SPA Vijaywada, popularly known as School of Planning and Architecture, which is located in the state of Andhra Pradesh. It's a public college. It offers courses ranges from undergraduate to doctoral, that is UG to finally PG to finally doctoral program. Yes, the application mode is online. This is offline in few cases. We are going to discuss that part 2. And yes, there is an entrance exam. You need to clear the entrance exam, basically national level entrance exam, to get into this college because this college is of national repute. The scores which this college accepts ranges from JEE Mains to SEED to JRF to finally GATE. Okay. And the interview process is, yes, you need to also go through the interview process in few courses, not in the bachelor's, maybe in the master's or in the doctoral program. So just a brief about SPA Vijaywada. It will be great if you visit the college site. You will have more information about this college. Now let's move on and discuss the other aspects too. But yes, this is also a very important part here. Suppose if you want to visit the campus, you are in Andhra Pradesh or you want to visit the campus, then how you will visit? Essentially two ways in here, roadways and airways. So this college is 17 kilometers away from Vijayawada International Airport and 6.2 kilometers away from Vijayawada railway station. Nearly will take 15 to 20 minutes from this outstation hub. Alright, so in this particular way, you will reach to the campus and visit the campus. So now let's discuss about the course-wise along with basic eligibility criteria. Alright, so let's start by discussing about the UG first. So in the UG, there are two courses that they offer, which is B Arch and B Planning. In the B Arch, there is architecture and planning. Okay. The basic eligibility criteria is that you have to clear your class 12 with minimum of 75% marks. Now again, there are reservation in the reserved category students, and the duration is 5 years for the B Arch and 4 years for the B Plan. Okay. Now if I talk about the masters, essentially the post-graduation courses, then they offer M Arch, MBEM, M Plan, and the specialization is sustainable architecture, landscape architecture, architectural conservation in M Arch, building engineering and management in MBEM, and environmental planning and management and urban and regional planning in M Plan. Okay. So again, the eligibility is such that you should be having B Arch with a CGPA of at least 6.5 or 60% marks. Okay. The duration is 2 years. If I talk about PhD, yes, the specialization is architecture and planning. And the basic eligibility is M Arch or M Tech with minimum of 60% marks or 6.5. Again, there are reserved category marks differentially, which we are going to cover in the coming slides. Alright, the duration for the PhD is 3 years. Now let's discuss about the key part here. This is the selection process, how the selection are made. This is the very important part here. Typically, in order to get a call from this college, in undergraduate, you have to clear JEE Mains with a very good score. Essentially, you have to clear the cutoff. In order to get a call from PG courses, you have to clear the SEED entrance or the entrance that they accept like GATE. Visit the site, you will have more information about the major entrance score that they accept. For non-architect students who are applying for the undergraduate courses, they have to clear the SEED exam with the required cutoff. And for the PhD, there is NET exam, UGC NET, you have to clear with the required cutoff, then you will get a call from this college. Visit the site, you will have more information about the selection process in detail. Let's discuss about the application process. What are the major application process? Typically, like other colleges do, this college has the same application process, but for the UG courses, I mean like for the undergraduate courses, the application process is offline. Normally the college, or essentially if you are in school, if you are in class 12 or if you are passing class 12, then the school authority takes all the responsibility of filling your form. The form costs somewhere around 100 rupees and seats are allotted on, there is a process which is JoSAA, JoSAA. They undertake all the process only when you clear the cutoff, right? So this is for the UG admission. Let's discuss about the PG admission. Yes, the PG admission is online. You have to pay the fee, which is 2500. This is application fee for the PG courses. Visit the site. You will have much information about this part, because obviously in the PG there are specializations, there are sub courses, right? So that will be great if you visit the college official site. And if I talk about in PhD, so this is the application form fees 1000 rupees, 500 for the reserved category. This also applies in the PG courses. You visit the site, you will have more information. Now in the PhD, again the mode is offline, so there is a way by which you just need to fill the form and finally submit it through post or fast post, anything. So this is just the brief about application process, how you apply to this college. Now let's move on and discuss about the other part. But before moving and discuss about the other part, let me announce a very important part here. For the NRI students, we have prepared an NRI book that is related to DASA and CIWG. You can download it from the link in the description below. We have a compiled set of NRI books, right? Download it. That will be very, helpful if you are preparing for your examination. That will help you prepare for your D-Day essentially. Let's move on and discuss about the other part. Now this is for the cutoff. In the cutoff, you can visit the site collegedunia.com in order to have all the round wise, all the course wise, all the specializations wise cutoff. But let's have a look. This is of the JEE Mains cutoff round 1 of the last year 2021, essentially this year only. So for the B ARC in the general category, this rank ranges from 194 to 1486 and 450 to 736. In the B planning, this is 887 to 2663 and 880 to 1111. In the OBC category, this is 208 to 370 and 79 to 154 in B ARC. And if you talk about in B plan, this is 354 to 482 and 182 to 190. If I talk about in SC, this is 200 to 318 in B plan. Sorry, in B ARC, and 51 to 74 in B ARC, and 392 to 476 in B plan, and 26 to 26. Essentially only 26 candidates have been called. This is for the B plan. If I talk about for the DASA UG, this is round 1, cutoff by rank 639. This is of the year 2021. Now you can visit the site. This is collegedunia.com/college/5672 School of Planning and Architecture, Vijayawada cutoff, because in that site you will find all the details about section wise, about round wise, about specialization wise. All right. Let's move on and discuss about the reservation part. For the reservation, there are essentially two types of candidates in here. One is Indian origin, essentially Indian candidates. So they follow the Indian rules and regulation, Indian government rules and regulation. It says that for the ST candidates, 7.5% of the total seats reserved for ST, 15% of the total seats reserved for SC, 27% of the total seats reserved for OBC, and 10% of the total seats reserved for EWS, right? Which means that 59.5% of the total seats are reserved for the reserved category students, which also means that 31.5% of the seats are reserved for the general category students, right? Just a brief about the Indian students reservation policy. Let's move on and discuss about the reservation of NRIs. So admission to B plan, B ARC courses, this is about the UG. Yes, they are falling under FN, NRI and PIO, and this is going on through the process of DASA. Right, and reservation of seats is as follows: that for the foreign nationals, the reservation is 10% of the total seats reserved in particular course, 3% for the NRIs and PIO, this is 2%. Will be great if you visit the college site and also visit DASA site to have more information about the number of seats reserved in course wise, in specialization wise. All right. Now let's move on and discuss about the scholarship options. Yes, the scholarship options are ample because this college is of national repute. Let's briefly discuss about few of them, like central sector scholarship schemes for the top class education for SC students. It is sanctioned by Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, and there are few eligibility criteria like you should be having, you belong to SC category, your documents are like well ready, your family annual income should be less than 6 lakh, and there are other eligibility criteria. It will be great if you visit the college site. At this point of time, I will also like to add few points that you can also apply to scholarship apart from this college thing, right? Like you can apply to your state government scholarship, like if you're belonging to, let's say, Jammu Kashmir, or if you're belonging to, let's say, Bihar or UP or MP or anywhere. There is a state government scholarship scheme, so you can apply in through that also, and through central scholarship scheme also, that is called NSP, National Scholarship Program. So applying through that, you will get ample opportunities in terms of scholarship, because even you can entirely reimburse your fees. This much freedom you will given in this national repute college. Alright, so this is just a brief about scholarship and this entire information about SPA Vijayawada. Alright, if you have any doubts, any questions, you can ask in the comment section below. It will be better if you just visit the site. You will have much information about this college, and best wishes. Thank you.